This conference will now be recorded.
This conference. All right, Tulika. So here is how we have you seen any of our recordings?
So I wasn't able to because of this college going on.
Got it, got it.
So
So
like
here is what we do. Yeah, that's all right, no problem. So here is what we do typically in such a session. It's like to discuss our progress. It's to discuss what are the challenges we are facing. To also, pitch in ideas to each other. Like this is helping us. This is something which we are able to do better, right? So there were four things we are to do every day. That is, number one is yoga, like pranayama. Then there is meditation, and then there is visualizations and then affirmations, right? Each of them are supposed to be done for 10 minutes at least. So total of 40 minutes. And I think this week 7 or week 6 now. So far, in every class, what we do is we discuss one by one on each point. Like on meditation, are we doing daily or not? What are the challenges we are facing? Are we seeing any changes or not? Same thing in pranayama. Are you seeing any benefits, or are you facing any challenges? And on each point, you just give us an idea as to what's happening. Are you seeing some changes or not? Okay. And then, um, if we have other people, we'll get them. If not, I will just present what the my journey, and then we'll go forward. Okay. So let's start with you.
So like I have been not doing it that consistently because of my very changing timetable and everything. Because if I'm able to do it in the morning, then it's done. But if somehow like some other thing come up or something, then if it's skipped for in the morning, then I don't somehow end up getting time in afternoon or evening. So what I'm actually trying to build in the habit is that as soon as I get up and within like half an hour or something after freshening up, I take out time for at least 20 minutes for yoga and meditation at least. So that is done in the morning because I find that comparatively affirmation and visualization, it is easier to take out time for them. For meditation, I need to be very concentrated per se. So that is something I'm more comfortable doing it in the morning, and preceding it with yoga just helps me to calm down my mind better. So yeah, that's what my observation has been in like in the time that I have been trying to do it. I know I have not been very consistent, but still I'm trying every day to become more consistent. I think you're mute.
Oh yeah, so sorry. So how consistent have you been so far?
So I basically try to update it in the tracker itself so that I can also see like if I'm being consistent or not. So like if we look for this week per se, so I have been doing it. Um, I guess I skipped 2 days this week. Other than that, I was able to do because New Year came all of a sudden. Then we also had the placement procedure or something. So because of that, 1 or 2 days got skipped. Other than that, I was being consistent.
Consistent. So sorry, I couldn't hear you in between. So out of 40 days or 45 days, how many days roughly you did the exercises?
It should be around 30, 35. I easily skipped it 10 days. I'm sure because this Christmas break, that time my entire schedule got
I'm
mixed
having a
up
very
because of the celebrations that were going on. And right now, since the placement procedure started and everything, then again my schedule was bent for a toss. So I guess 5 or 10 days I have skipped it. But other than
fine
that, I'm
routine. Yeah.
trying, I'm really trying to actually build a
Hmm.
routine per se, routine around it so that it even continues after this.
Correct, correct, correct. Okay, wonderful. That's great. Just so that you know, there are, I think, 6 people who are doing it every single day. All of us are doing. We haven't even missed one day so far. So the
That's
reason
the
why
goal.
I'm very specific about, huh?
That's the goal basically for me also. Like,
Yeah, yeah. The thing is, Tulika, once you start doing it every day, like very quickly, you will actually like it so much you want to do it. And the reason why we don't want even one day miss this, the aim is like you want to achieve certain thing or you want to feel better, whatever you want to do. If you do it consistently for like 100 days, that's when you will see a massive change rather than doing it for 60 days, 70 days. Okay, so you can start from now on, like you can start from now on to make sure you do it every single day. It's great you did so far, but you can also make sure that this is something you're not missing. Okay, because it will give you like a big change compared to doing 80% of the time and doing 100% of the time. Okay, so wonderful. So any challenges you are facing?
See, the only challenge is that only like if suddenly something like the Christmas came or maybe the placement procedure came, so some things all of a sudden come up and my entire schedule is mixed up. If I'm like on my normal routine, then there is no scope of me missing it. But
Mhm.
if something like if something non-predictable kind of a thing happens, then that's a issue for me. So that's why my goal is to somehow build my entire routine like this, that no matter what happens, there is some other time fixed for those other things to be tackled on, and
Hey, I
the
lost you.
morning time should be fixed. So that's what I'm trying to do. Like with the new year also, I thought that now I will be totally consistent. So I really I wanted to be, but then suddenly this placement thing came and
Uh-huh.
I missed for a few weeks. But then I'm again back on track.
You're
So
back. Okay,
let's see.
great. No problem. But I just wanted to know in like specific exercise, like in meditation, are you facing any challenges, or in yoga, or in affirmations, visualizations, are you facing any challenges there in those areas whenever you do?
So, per se, yoga, I guess out of all the four, yoga is the easiest because we have been
Mhm.
doing it since always. So,
Okay.
yoga is easy. Now, that helps me to get a grip of my breath and everything. So, in the meditation, obviously, I find it difficult to concentrate for continuously 10 minutes. But I have attended meditation camp, and this is not something totally new to me, so I understand that how to bring back that attention and how to don't it's not like I should be hard on myself or should be scolding myself that my mind is wandering. The only point is that to get it back on the breath. So that is also something I guess I started meditation as soon as I entered college, and there were a few gap of years where it was sort of skipped. So that's why as soon as I saw this challenge, this was one of the major reasons that I wanted to do this, because I wanted the meditation back into my life because I found it to be very helpful. And other than that, affirmation. So for affirmation, initially I was very unclear about what I want to be saying. So what I ended up doing was I just wrote it all down, my affirmation, and I stick it in front of my study table itself. So they are right in front of me, and they is a sort of a reminder for me like what our affirmations are. And for the visualization also, there is this one sticky note with the headline, and then I visualize around it. There are basically I'm putting anchors everywhere to make everything sort of easy for me. That's
Okay, great,
I
got
guess
it.
you're
Sorry.
again on mute.
Yeah, sorry. The reason I'm muting again and again is I'm having very bad connection. I just switched my Wi-Fi, so hopefully now it should be fine. So I just lost you a little bit in the meditation. You are not able to focus for 10 minutes. That's completely all right. But there is no question as such you have, right? There's no question.
Yeah,
Like you're fine.
yeah, because meditation is something I have been doing for long. Like I have been doing it since I was, I guess, 18, or even
Mhm.
before that. I guess since 15, my mother sent me to the meditation camp. So this is
Nice.
something I'm used to.
You knew. Okay. And in affirmations and visualizations, you have no challenges. You're able to visualize properly.
I have put in the anchors in the sticky notes kind of a thing, so that because the thing is that over a 1 month of time, there is still a slight chance that maybe whatever we thought initially got distorted over a period of time. So just to I put it down in writing so that I clearly remember what I started with,
Hmm.
so
Got you.
that
Got
I don't go far away or stray away.
Correct, correct. Okay, that's great. That's wonderful. And are you seeing any changes in whatever goals you have kept? Like, are you seeing any progress, or it's is the same?
So firstly, the changes are in the yoga side of it. Earlier, I wasn't able to do a few exercise, and now somehow, like I can easily see like my body is becoming much more better. Like I don't know how to explain it, but you will just feel a little more healthy, little more energetic because in the start of the day I'm doing all this, so it's just a rush of energy for throughout the day kind of a thing. So
Mhm.
that is one of the change that I have found out. And the other thing is that since right now placement season is going, so a lot of people are very stressed about getting a job or something like that. But somehow my affirmations and visualization helped me to keep a level-headed mind, to be patient, to just stay on the path, do the work, and just stay calm basically. So these are the changes that I have been observing in myself.
Okay, that's great. That's fantastic to know. So thank you so much, Tulika, for your feedback. Any other questions you have?
Yeah, no questions as of
That's it. Okay, great. All right. So I think you haven't seen the recording, but the format is that even I present from my side what are the things I have done, how we are facing. So I'll say that now. And also from this week onwards, we are supposed to give 10 to 15 minutes presentations. And like you know, this is a very odd time for a lot of people in US. So I don't think many people from US will join. Maybe my friend from India may join later point of time. Let's see. But yeah, I wanted to give my feedback. So this week, I did the four things like meditation, the your pranayama, affirmations, and visualization. So on pranayama, it was great this week. Like I said in the before classes also, for years I had my nose blocked. I didn't even realize, I didn't even knew. But ever since I took up this challenge, that was not the aim, but strangely, but very, very good thing that happened is my nostrils got totally unblocked now. I'm able to sleep much better. I'm able to take like bigger breaths, and it's deeper breaths. It's been fantastic. I've been doing it every single day, and the best time for me is morning 5:30, 6 o'clock a.m. At the same time. It's fantastic at the time. If I miss it, that's when it doesn't be so effective. Immediately after that, I do meditation. And meditation, I had one very, 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 very good day. That was yesterday. I was in a very absorptive state, felt very, very calm and peaceful. Other days, not so great, not excellent. I was getting distracted, but overall, it's getting there. It's I'm making some progress. Coming to visualization, that's where my biggest gain was in this last week. So one of my visualization goal was to lose some weight, and other visualization goal was to make extra money. So I didn't know how when I started this, but now, like, we're in 40 days in this challenge. Now I know exactly which fields I can choose to make both of this happen. So for weight loss, I already joined gym, and for in probably in last 1 or 2 years, this is the first time I did every day. I did go every day to the gym. I'm doing my workouts, my exercises. I'm watching my diet. So I'm making definitely a tangible progress because of visualization. So like I said in before class, when you start visualizing you're losing weight, you cannot eat a lot of junk. As soon as you go to eat it, you feel, oh man, this is not what you want to do. So initially it was happening, like I was getting this is not what you should do, but still I would eat. But now that's not happening because I know it's not supposed to be eaten automatically. I'm not feeling like eating it now. So that's a definitely good progress I made. In terms of making money, I think now I suddenly got the idea of doing stocks, US stock exchange. Let's see how that goes. But it's something that I want to try. So that's one thing, that progress I made in visualization. And in coming to affirmation, for affirmation again I have a very similar goal. but apart from that, I also have extra things. I wanted to do a couple of certifications, so I already applied for it, and now I scheduled the exams. So I'm making some progress because of constantly thinking about it. Now it's there in the back of my mind that I have to do it. I think it helps to have it as a goal or as something you want to do. It just keeps reminding you that you want to do this, you want to do this. And because of that, I think by May of this year, we will know how the certification goes. I have two certifications that I wanted to give. One is on cybersecurity, one is on my enterprise security. So if let's see how this both goes, but that's one of my goal, affirmation goal. And apart from that, I think all the other people who used to come to this class, everybody reported that we all feel much more calmer now, much more at peace, much more in a happy space. Though some people have this goal, some people don't have this goal, but still almost everybody are very much at peace because of these things. So that's been great. That's a great positive for all of us. So that's about uh, two things that's about the things that I have to report for this week. And like I said, from this week onwards, we are supposed to give a small presentation. So I think just now Deepak joined. So we'll ask his feedback, and then I will quickly present a 10 to 15 minutes thing, which I'm pretty sure, Tulika, it may help you again. Probably you have seen it before. I'm pretty sure, but yeah, it should help. Hey, Deepak,
Hi man, sorry for the delay. Yeah.
just no
I got
problem.
stuck in the
Just in
traffic. Yeah.
time.
Hello
How
everyone. Who all is there? Yeah. Okay.
Tulika
Tulika.
is just
Okay. We all three. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
three. Yeah, Tulika is
Okay.
like my cousin. I can say my cousin.
Okay. Okay.
He's
Okay.
based out of Indore, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like my
Hmm.
college
She
is in
used
office.
college is in Indore. She's a student,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
and she
Nice. So
actually spends
I think
time.
she has joined newly in the group.
Yeah, she used to be.
No, the thing is that timing. The timing used to be an issue for me. The class timing was pretty late. It was past my
Some network issues there.
bedtime, so I wasn't able to join. So today, since it was
Sumit,
Hmm.
give me some time, man. I will go down and I will join once again. I think here the network problem is there. Just two
No,
minutes
no.
time. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's not a
Any network
problem
from
for
your
anyone else
end?
facing.
Any network
Yeah,
problem?
yeah, even I'm having it.
Okay, then no issues. Then no issues.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So how was the this one? How the meeting is going on?
Meeting, I think Tulika gave feedback. I gave my quick feedback. I have a very hard stop at 10th. Like in half an hour, I have a hard stop. I have one more class. Today is a felicitation class for my Sanskrit level 1. So I had to
Okay.
prepone this class. But quickly to
Mm-hmm.
summarize, Deepak, Tulika has been doing it, all these exercises like 90% of the time. She missed like 5 to 7 days, I think, so far. But I told her to be doing it every day to see like a big change. And with me, I'm actually making very good progress in weight loss, and one of my goal is making money. So
Oh,
I also
oh,
find a way
oh.
to how to do that. I'm pretty
Okay.
excited. I think suddenly things are working much better. But actually,
Even for me also.
yeah, there are some challenges, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
fast moving week, I must say.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So let's see your
Uh,
feedback, Deepak, as usual, on all 4 points. Give us your feedback,
yeah.
and let's take it from there.
Mm. So yeah, sure. Okay.
All right, Deepak, yeah, go ahead. Hey, I can't hear you, Deepak.
Some disturbance is there, Sumit, from some disturbance is there. I think so. From your side, network, no problem, na? From
I,
my side, network issues there, man.
I'll just mute my connection and then let's see.
Because even for me also is saying only two signals are there. Okay, so uh, let's see. Can you hear me? Can you all hear me, guys?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's great. That's great. That's great. So Sumit, like yeah. So I think so. You will address first, or Tulika or me? Who should start first?
No, you start first, Deepak. We both have already given it.
Okay. So Sumit, like this particular like week, I missed 2 days. Yeah, actually, 2 days. I missed it actually. The reason is my mama came to Bangalore. Okay. Now, like like I missed 2 days, but I'm happy.
Uh-huh.
You will see. You will see. You know what? Because I got two different things. I got one thing is I got like how our subconscious mind will be working with us, and like what happens when you miss it out 2 days or one days. Second thing is this week something magical happened actually with me.
Mhm.
Actually, what happened is my mama suddenly he came to Bangalore. He was having a plan to come to Bangalore, and then suddenly he came to Bangalore. And then in my affirmation, sorry, in my visualization, one of my visualization was like I am doing a very big business, and then I am importing the stuff from other countries, and I'm having a means I have a very good business side. So, but I was basically my target, my visualization was somewhere related to importing the goods and distributing it. Electronics was one of the segment, but suddenly my mama came, and then he was having a plan to come to Bangalore, and then
Hey, sorry, I think we lost you. I couldn't hear you. I can't hear you. Can you hear him, Tulika?
No, no, I cannot.
No, right? Yeah, maybe I should have let him go at that time. Should have let him change the location.
Yeah. I think there is a network issue from that.
Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, Deepak, we can't hear you, okay? Just in case you can hear us. And now we are in the suspense as to what the magical thing was. Hey, Deepak, you just need to rejoin the session, okay? Okay, it's already gone. Hey, Tulika, you are with us?
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
Okay, all right. Let's wait for this guy.
yeah.
See, today I had all different things, right? I had to change my location because my son is downstairs, so I have to change the place where is the best network, and I think other people are also facing issue. I have to
Yeah.
change the time today.
I'm like thankfully right now the internet is working. Otherwise, the internet here also like gives a lot of troubles.
Oh, is it? Hmm. You got a lot of posters at the background. What's that?
Well, it's like a full wall. I think you can. Can you get the look? Like
Oh, these are all
it's
photos?
yeah, it's all the pictures of wall, sort of a memory wall kind of a thing. Then my entire cupboard is also like that, and this entire thing is also having posters and photos.
Nice, nice. Where's my photo there, Tulika?
I'm sure to get it printed next time. I will pakka get it printed.
I'm just kidding. Don't bother. Okay, I think we got you back, Deepak.
Yeah. So
And I'll
sorry,
tell
this
you
you
one
cannot.
thing. Hold on. Never leave anybody in suspense after saying there's some magical thing happened.
Okay. So
All
what
right.
happens,
Yeah,
Sumit?
tell us.
Uh,
Uh,
like what happened? Like somewhat you can say it's a positivity only or something. So is there which connection is there actually? So like I have shared with you, like I wanted to start electronics imports and all. Okay.
correct.
So certainly like my mama came, and then after a 3 days visit to the factories and all everything, he told me like, and in fact the factory owner also told me like, Deepak, why you are in a South India and we are looking for South India business and all. And my mama was like, why don't you join with me? You think
Mm,
properly. It's a very good business. We are completely taking a North India. You completely take a South India. And
amazing.
anyways, we are going to import from the Malaysia and Singapore, all these places. So then I was like, okay, chalo, let's see what will happen. So I was talking with Praveen, okay, and my dad also. He also told like, okay, no problem, you all can move ahead. And they have a very very big setup actually in the North India. Okay, no? Delhi also they are having a manufacturing plant. So
Nice.
certainly, like some opportunity came, but in the other way, which I was visualizing it, electronics, but it came in the form of furniture goods and all, sofa,
Okay.
furniture, all these things. So that's the one thing which is really good, and now I am stepping into that from next week. Certainly, we are going to do some 60 days trial on the market. What happens? Let's see. Hope for the best. If everything is good, then we will continue in that track only. And it's a very
Nice.
big business, very big platform actually. Okay, that's a one
Uh-huh.
thing. Second thing is, yeah, that's a positive thing. Okay, then what the other thing is? Other thing is, man, when I missed 2 days, now somewhere the impact which I was having it, okay, when I was doing continuously, that impact I lost it.
Mm,
Means in a 2 days span of time, the rhythm which I had made myself every time it was going like I am positive, and the second thing was like uh, mm, like uh, mm, uh, that, that, that's the one thing which I generally like perform more like I eat healthy, I am positive. And then I told you I wanted to learn the local language also, right?
correct.
Somewhere that catch I missed it. So I got to know that 5 minutes is the 5 minutes which we do, but somewhat it gets connected for the whole day. So we are not able to miss it actually. We should do it continuously. Today I did, yesterday also I did it. Once again I am in a back in the track. Once again my mind is immediately it got built up. Okay, no, I am positive. I eat healthy. I have to learn the local language. But you leave means you will be losing that rhythm. That subconscious which is working along with you all the time, every time. You will lose that. So these are the two things which I got to know that okay, you have to do it. And today I did a little bit of extra also for that, to get it absorbed it fast. So these are
Mm,
the two things which input which I thought I will be sharing with you all.
nice.
And yeah, so that's, but Sumit, there is a one thing, man, which I was thinking. Is it like some point of time it will be permanently absorbed by our brain, or like we have to do it forever? then
No,
they,
it's not
then
forever.
this question arises.
Yeah,
Then this question came to my mind, like we have to do forever, or it should get permanently absorbed. So
yeah.
how to get it permanently absorbed? That's a thing actually which I was thinking.
Okay. Great question. So here is what my take on this would be. Definitely, you don't have to do it forever because
Hmm.
that would be unnecessary if it's part of.
Hmm.
The
Hmm.
only thing is, it has to be part of a nature. Let's say being
Hmm.
positive. Once it becomes
Hmm.
part of a nature, then you
Hmm.
don't
Hmm.
have to reinforce every day that you're positive, you're positive, you're positive. You
Yeah.
know you are positive, but
Yes. Yes.
what
Yes.
happens is it needs to be so deeply absorbed that no matter how much negative the situation are, you
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
continue to be positive. Okay. If it's
Okay.
just at the superficial level where if things are fine, you're positive, when things go bad, you're negative, that means it has not got absorbed
It
properly.
has not got absorbed properly. Correct.
Yeah.
But
And
but but
second,
now one thing was there, man. Like I did at any point of time I didn't get like that upset feeling or something. It
yes,
it was not working, but still I was very calm, peaceful, happy.
yes,
Like there is no problem. So but like that the like, but I felt like the grip was
Different.
little bit less, the different,
Yes.
but the grip was little bit less. The time which used to, like, the mind used to, that reaction time was little bit of like more. But when
Mhm.
I'm doing continuously, immediately anything happens, my mind will say, you are, I am positive, I am positive, I am positive. So that I think so that we need to do seriously, on a serious note, we have to do
Yeah.
it 100 days
Correct.
or 6 months. But it is 100%, it will work, man.
Yeah.
100% will work.
Nice. Nice. That's
That's
great.
that's a very.
Mm.
And
One
chalo,
more
I
thing
got
I
a very
wanted
good
to add.
good.
Yeah.
mm,
Sorry, but just to finish, one more thing I wanted to add is
mm,
the question how long we should do. There is a saying if you do for 100 days, it should get deeply absorbed in your subconscious mind.
mm,
But
acha,
in our program, let's say the way we are starting, maybe we were not perfect
mm.
initially. So we may extend it by a few more days, like maybe 2, 3 months
No,
more.
so
But
mm.
you will know, I think we will know once it has absorbed deeply, we will know.
We will know. We will know.
We will
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. That's even I am hoping, like, like we will be knowing, like, yeah, this has been absorbed deeply.
Correct, correct.
And but it's a good thing, yeah. It's a good thing, which is really, I think so. Everyone should know this, actually.
Yeah,
Everyone should know this. This is a very simple trick, but we were not knowing it for a long time. We were not knowing it.
long time.
Chalo, let's do. And how
Our whole
about you
youth
all?
has
You all
gone.
was doing good? Ah.
Deepak, our whole youth has gone.
Then how about both of you? You all was great in the last week.
Yeah. For
Okay,
Tulika, she has some campus placements going on. She is in IIM
okay,
Indore right now. So she has
okay,
some
okay.
campus placements going on. So she's busy preparing for that. Hopefully, she should
Mm-hmm.
get a fantastic offer very soon and she'll let us
So
know.
I think you should visualize like me.
Yeah,
Google,
definitely.
Google, Google every time.
Yep. And I think for me personally, last week was very good on visualization. For so far, I
Yeah.
struggled. I'll be honest. I was struggling in
Mm-hmm.
which I told you right every week. It
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
that
Every
great.
day.
I was struggling. Affirmations, I
Mm-hmm.
was struggling. But suddenly, I see because of all that visualization, I'm changed internally. I feel like going to gym nowadays. I
Mm.
feel like doing workouts. I don't feel like eating junk, and
Sumit,
I'm
you are
very
looking
very.
smart, by the way.
Oh, is it? Thank you.
Yeah. Hey man, seriously, I'm not joking. Yeah. I'm
Okay.
seriously. You're looking smart,
Nice,
actually.
nice,
So
nice.
so because I think you lost some weight because of that.
Maybe, yeah, true. I definitely did lose some weight. I haven't checked, but I'm feeling I lost some weight.
So
But yeah, the
so
effort is there. Uh, hopeful, like I told you, this next 4, 5 weeks is a very fast-moving week.
yeah,
Anybody who's been doing for majority of time, next 4, 5 weeks, you will see big changes.
big changes. Yeah, man. Yeah. That's even I'm also expecting it.
Nice.
Let's see, and then yeah, and let's hope for the best. And then what about others? Like they are not like joined today, or like they're going to
Yeah,
join.
today I think it's very early for Akanksha, Dinas. Like they are
Mm,
in middle
mm.
central zone, and for me, Meenakshi and Tej, it's like morning 6:30 a.m. for she's in afternoon.
Okay, 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 okay.
Others are not
So
joining, but anyway, I do have presentation which I think will serve you also very well, Deepak. I think you
mm,
already seen it. Tulika may also have seen it, but let's just remind ourselves in case somebody
mm.
wants to see the recording. I have like 10,
Yeah,
15 minute presentation and then we will wind up. Okay.
sure. Yeah, man, yeah.
Let me quickly say. So I just want to share, right?
Yeah.
Everybody here, we wanted to share our insights, like what things have helped us in a good way. So this is something new which we thought we'll do from this week, just because we were having less people, like 4 or 5 people, and we had some time. So I thought, why not we
Mm-hmm.
start with sharing something. So are you guys able to see my screen as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, great. So guys, I mean, this is fantastic. This is just so fantastic that like you are preparing for placements, Tulika, and you are starting new business, Deepak. And even To be honest, even I am starting something new on US
Okay.
stock markets, which I've never done
Oh,
before. And it's been booming
okay.
like anything, so I thought it's a good time to see how it goes. Because for extra
Okay.
income, I can't do much. That's the only thing I can do on because of visa restrictions also here.
Mm-hmm.
So because of all this, I just want to get back to this thing which has literally changed my life, and that is understanding failures. Okay. Uh, and I gave a presentation in one of my yard classes, like a detailed
Mm-hmm.
presentation. But for our sake, like for all of us sake, I just thought I'll narrow it down to 10-15 minutes and bring the core out of it. Okay. So failures is one thing we will face all the time, and failures is something we have to understand in a right way so that we don't get stuck, or if we don't stay stuck for long. Okay. So failure is a part of life, we all know. It's not possible that we don't fail, but understanding this one understanding has literally changed my life in a lot of ways, because it doesn't bother me anymore. Failures don't bother me. It's not like I'm too much affected by it. So let's see what that one simple breakthrough was, which has changed, which will be very very useful if you also get it in the depth. So everybody talk about success. There's like tons and tons of books. Everybody likes to give, you should do this, do that, like this and that. No, there are no set rules as such in life. Everything is pretty much person to person. It's their life, how they take it, what are the circumstances, what are the scenarios, what you wanted, what is your skill level. All of these things are from person to person, but there is something which we can say it's universe. Okay. So why I brought this up is initially I wanted to give a brief presentation on procrastination, like why we tend to delay, or why I tend to delay things and wait for it to be perfect or do it later, only to never do it. It's when I realize it's actually a fear of failure. That's when uh, I thought rather than giving on procrastination, I'll give it on the failure itself, because in the core, that's what it is. So what's the fear of failure? We all know, right? It's one of the biggest challenge for human being. Nobody likes to be failed on anything. We all like to be successful in our own way. So yeah, so we all like to be successful. So what are some of the bigger failures? Not just like a smaller thing, but what some of the bigger failures that we see is main is not chasing our dreams. Like we want to achieve something, we wanted to start something, we want to accomplish something, but not accomplishing it, or not even starting in the journey to accomplish it, not living the life we want. These are some of the big challenges many people face. Even I face it even today. To this day, it always keeps coming. And what are the some consequences of not following our journey, not following our dreams, not following what we want to do is we could have an unfulfilled life, which is a biggest drawback. We'll have some kind of regret, or we'll have like a kind of feeling that we didn't give our best. We don't have our dreams fulfilled. We stop enjoying life, or not stop, but there'll be a phase where it's a dull life. So all of these things happen. These are some consequences of not following our dreams, not doing what we wanted to do, not trying what we should be trying. Okay. So why we see many people right now are not very happy. I think one of the reason is this: they are not uh, courageous enough to take initiatives. They are having too much fear of what if this goes wrong, what if that goes wrong, what if this happens, what if that happens. Or they'll try a few times, it doesn't work. 2 3 times they'll try, it doesn't work, they think it's not for me. And we have, a lot of stigma around failure. We have a lot of misconceptions about failure, and that's why it's a very sensitive topic to a lot of people. But I'll present to you how this is actually not that tough. So I actually had a big personal breakthrough last year while reading Sanskrit. Many people, like both of you, may know, but for other people, in case they want to know, this was a very big breakthrough I think I had personally, which has helped me deal with failures much better. and not just failures. It has helped me change my perspective and start doing things which I never did before, right? Start taking some initiative, start being more involved in my life personally, which was never the case before, right? So that's just one single breakthrough has changed my way of looking at things, has changed my way of doing things. That's what I want to share today. What is that personal breakthrough, and how it has changed me as a person. Okay, so there was just this one shlok. I think I already presented, but it's just one single shlok which says, "Karmanyevadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phale heturбhurma te sangotsava karmani." So that's one shlok. Out of this, there's just this shlok is in Gita. It's a shlok by Lord Krishna to Arjuna to give him a perspective. But out of this, just the first line, it really caught my attention. Like, a person has the right towards action alone and not towards the fruit of action. The second line is more of scenario for the war, like you don't get stuck. But the first line really caught my attention. Like, what does it mean? What is Lord Krishna trying to say? So I was thinking over it, I was contemplating over it, and it didn't make sense to me. Like, I couldn't connect anywhere in my mind, like from what I learned in theory, what I learned in so many quotes, what I learned in books, it didn't match. Every book, everything said that you want something, you make effort for it, you will get it. You want to do something, you go for it, you will get it. Okay, if you don't get it, you try pushing, you will get it. Or you want to do something, try with full intention, give your best, you will get it. So the end conclusion was you will get it. That was what was there in my mind. And if I don't get it means I failed. That was what was there in my mind for so many, like for 30 years. That was what was there in my mind. If you want something, you give your best, you should get it, you are supposed to get it. And if you don't get it, that means you failed. That is what was stuck in my mind for years. I never realized the damage it was such a simple thing was doing to me. I never realized the damage. But after contemplating and thinking of it, thinking on this shlok, I came to a very, very new way of looking at things which has changed me. Okay. So what is that new way of looking at thing is, I like to present it in simple example because it's easy and then we can relate to other areas. So let's say the goal is very simple. Somebody wants to do like 90% in physics. That's the target. So if that is the target, how would a person accomplish? First of all, the person should have a target that, okay, I want to make I want to get 90% in physics. First of all, there should be a target that, yes, I want to do something, I want to do something, right? If that is not there, we are not even in the game. Many people are not even in the game because they don't even have such targets, because it's too tough, it's too crazy to chase, or it's too ambitious. Okay, so that's the first step, to have something as a goal. I think all of us are pretty ambitious because we all have some goals, and not just monetary or not just material goals, we also have some spiritual goals. That's why we are all here. So that is one goal, one simple example, to get 90% in the physics. Now let's say somebody has come to an exam. Instead of studying physics, he studied maths and he came to exam. Of course he will not succeed, right? In fact, he may fail. That is one level of failure that we have. Second level of failure is the person has studied but not studied it perfectly. So now the person will have, let's say, 70% of the marks. Again, it's a good attempt, but the person didn't get what they want, right? Then there is a third way of, then there is one more. Next attempt he does, he or she does he studies everything, make sure everything is perfect. But unfortunately, during exam time, he doesn't write the exam properly. He messes it up, and because of that, he loses some marks and he gets 80%, right? There's now a final scenario that I have where a person read and wrote everything perfectly. Everything was great. The person was expecting 90% marks, but unfortunately, correction was a bit tough. Paper didn't get applied properly. You can't write and you can't correct the paper, so somebody else has to correct. And the person who corrected the paper corrected it very, very tough, and somehow you lost marks. Now you have 85%, right? At this point you can't do much, because um, as per the theory, at this is the point where you can apply this shlok, that okay, you tried your best and you didn't get the result. Okay, so you can move on. You can't say that okay, now what, I failed, I didn't do things, bad things happened to me, this and that. All those things you can just take it out of the picture, because you can say in your mind, okay, this is the best I could have done, and that's it. Like if something doesn't come to me, you can say okay, this is the best I could do. You will not feel bad, you'll have that satisfaction of giving the best. But if you apply the same logic in the first place, in the second place, in the third place, that is not true, because still you could do something better. For example, when you didn't read perfectly, you can't apply this logic that okay, I did my best and things didn't work out, because deep inside you didn't give your best. Okay, same thing when you wrote properly your exams. You read properly but you didn't write, you could have written more properly, you didn't write. Okay, so this is just a simple example to expand on failure. There's one more scenario. The person read and wrote everything, he got 90% successful, he or she was able to do what they wanted to do, right? So now, in how all of these things fit in my mind and how this has changed me is here. So I now apply this to my life. Okay, for example, let's say in making money, in relationships, in happiness, whatever initiatives I do, right? Now I apply this simple concept to my life, and I'll quickly tell you how it has changed me. So now, for example, if I want to expand myself spiritually, right? I want to grow spiritually. I'm doing all these exercises, I'm doing my meditation, I'm doing my pranayama, everything. But when I don't see enough results, where is the problem? The problem is not in the system. The problem is I am not able to focus it. I'm not able to get the best out of it, right? So now what I'll do is, instead of thinking this is not for me, these things are too hard for me, I'm not able to make time for it. I know this is the problem, is not in the system. The problem is I am not able to give my best, right? So now I try to change, I try to improve, I try to do it with much more focus. Okay, and same thing if you apply in relationships. We see many times relationships can be a lot of problem with different people. We have very tough time dealing with them. But when once you realize that okay, some things are not in your hand, you can easily let go of it. You don't have to be too much attached to okay, what happens if this doesn't work, what happens if that doesn't work. Okay, same thing with happiness, or even with initiatives. Many people I know are very capable of taking very good initiatives, but they just don't, because you ask like some of the people whom I really wanted to see they take initiative, they haven't taken. And when I ask, I get some answers which really shocks me. It almost tells me that the person is so not knowing only that they are actually fear of failure. They think I don't have time, I don't have enough skill, I don't have enough money, I'm so busy in my job, I'm so busy in my daily routine. But that's not the answer. The answer is there is a fear of failure. What if this fails? What if this doesn't kicks off? What if this doesn't go? And because of that fear of failure, it's what is holding them back, right? Person has to realize themselves. And we can't force everybody to understand, because like I said, it came from within. Same way it will come from within for all of us. But this is a very beautiful insight in case you want to start something new, in case you want to do something, in case let's say for example you want to aim for very good companies, or whatever you want to do. This is a very good template. This template will make sure that we have our full responsibility. If something doesn't work out, it's not others problem, it's we who haven't done it better. And we should just try to do it in the best way that we can. Even after that, even after giving our best, even after doing everything we want, things don't work out, there is nothing to lose heart, because maybe that's not for us, right? And many times I can tell you from my experience that things which I wanted for me at that time were really not good for me. It's just that I wanted it, it was not good for me, it didn't work out, and I'm happy it didn't work out. But that all happens later. At that moment it feels very bad, that moment it feels terrible, but that's where this understanding comes into picture, that some things you don't have a right to. Just because you work hard on something wholeheartedly doesn't mean you have a right to achieve its results. Okay, if it comes, well and good. If it doesn't, try to improve. But at a point where you know you gave your best, it's not happening, there's nothing to lose heart on. Okay, all right, so that was the brief presentation I had. Hey, were you guys able to hear me?
Yes, I was able to.
Okay, I think Deepak, were you able to hear me, man? I think Deepak was having some issues. Hey, are you having any issues, Deepak? Yeah, I think he's not able to hear me. But any questions, Tulika? Hey, you got any questions, Tulika?
No question.
No questions. Great. Hey, Deepak, sorry, man. I think I didn't realize you were not able to hear me. Probably you can see it in the recording if you like.